Alright, what's up guys? This is Real Paranormal Stories, episode 2. So, last week, talked about experience for Jennifer and Sarah. One night, they were sitting down, they were watching TV, and then they decided, hey, time to go to bed. So they both got up, turned off the TV, and then in the reflection off the TV, they saw a shadow. And that wasn't the only time that they saw it. Every single week until they moved, they saw this shadow. It wasn't just from that TV, it eventually went into reflected off of their other TV in their room. But in today's episode, so like I said not yesterday, but last week, that I'm going to doing a few changes. All my paranormal experiences that I can remember, talked about on FaceTime and stuff like that, I will write down on my notes on my iPhone that I'm recording on right now, and then I'll just pick and choose which one I want to talk about for this week. So this one I'm going to title the Shadow on the Thermal. So, at my first house, around 2007, 2008, I became absolutely obsessed with investigating the paranormal. I was only like 11, 12, and yeah, I'd be 12 in 2008, so I'm going to be 23 this year, and I remember I got this phone. It was just a flip phone. It was just a prepaid phone, so you have to get minutes. I didn't really use anything back then. So what I would do, though, is there was an audio recorder, there was thermal, and all that stuff. It had all the features on it. That was like heaven for me. I got a really cheap flashlight, and that's what I would investigate with my phone and all that stuff. I wish I would investigate again, but that's what my family's haunting is for now, is investigating. But that's scripted and all that stuff, not real. But Paranormal Adventures, that is what I want to start doing in 2020. Start going to different locations in the city or the state and investigate all that stuff. So one day, this is during the day, which I never investigated during the day, always at night, which proves sometimes to be very, very, very scary. So I remember one day I was just got inside. As soon as I got inside, my parents were outside. Mom was planting her garden. Dad was in the pool. My sister, she was in the field. They were playing baseball. I mean, our neighborhood was the neighborhood that you would see in the movies. That's exactly what the neighborhood was like. Every single house had at least 2 kids. It was us 2. Right next door was 3. Next door to that was 3. Oh, no. Yeah, 3. Then behind their house there was 3. So there was a total of 20 kids. We would always be playing. Everyone got along, and we all had bikes. Because basically, our street was next to the train tracks, so it was closed. It was basically a closed off street, because you basically just have to turn around and go back. So we had that whole street to ourselves. We could ride and all that stuff. We played cops and robbers. We played around the house tag. We played town. We played freeze tag. We played hide and seek, dodgeball, kickball, baseball, football, and all that stuff. And we even played hockey sometimes, tennis, golf, everything. It was exactly like no. So I went in. I had my phone on me, and I immediately heard something that I thought was very strange. It was in the summer, but it was beautiful out. Even though it was summer, it was only 80 degrees, but it was the perfect 80 degrees where it's not scalding hot 80 degrees. It was just perfect 80 degrees. Not too hot, not too warm, just right in the middle. So I went in to get something to drink. And we would all, so I just asked, hey, does everyone want something to drink? And there was like some water, so I just got a bunch of cups, clean out the cups, was getting some water for everybody. So, but I hear something coming, when I was just about to go out, I hear something in the kitchen. So I turn around, and I'm like, okay, I want to maybe test this out, because I didn't really use the thermal that much, but this is really like the first time I used it, and something happened. So I turn around, I get my phone out, and I put my phone just straight out, because basically go through the front door. There's actually two front doors. One front door that would go into the porch, and another front door to get into the house itself. And then you go a little bit and then just look straight ahead, you can see the living room and then the kitchen and the bathroom. And all of a sudden I put my phone straight out, and I see this shape of a shadow, but kid height. So like the height of a little kid. Could have been no more than 3-4 feet. And it scared me. So I go over there. I use my thermal, and as soon as I am done taking a photo, I take 2 photos. Because I couldn't take video. So 2 photos, and then I decided to run over there. Couldn't see anything. I was like, if we went into the basement, I'm not going to the basement, because that basement scared the absolute crap out of me. So I thought that was it. So I went out there and I showed her, but everyone was like, "Whoa, cool," because everyone knew I was so obsessed and all that stuff. Even the people that didn't really believe in it, they were like, "Wow, that was crazy." We all went into the house to see if it could be anything. Couldn't find anything. And then it happened again, and we were all in there, and I was like, okay, we don't know how the hell to explain this. So we all went outside, just continued every single day. Sometimes I do miss you have to go out to have fun, and still you can do everything inside. Now I do miss that. And if it wasn't for a certain company to tear down all those houses, and they didn't really do anything with it, everyone would still be in that neighborhood. I mean, yeah, now everyone is going to be in there. Everyone now is, I don't talk to anyone anymore. I haven't talked to anyone from that neighborhood in 5 years. Because officially, everyone moved officially in 2011. 3 years after that, everybody lost contact. But everyone now is in either their mid-20s or late 20s now. And I guess one thing I do miss is having to go outside. Because even though I had well over 100 games, I had well over 200 games on both the PS1 and Super Nintendo. Even though that was fun, I never stayed inside until I had to come in at nighttime. That was the only time I would ever come inside. As soon as I woke up, which it's the only time in my life where if I woke up at 7 in the morning, that was good, because by 8, 9 o'clock, everyone would already be outside. So I would wake up at 7 o'clock, go outside, and all that stuff. And the only days that we would all stay in is when it was raining. When it was snowing, we'd all just stay outside all day. But from like 7 a.m. till 10 p.m., we would all be outside. But that wasn't the only time that I saw something on the thermal. I will get into that next season because that super freaky, the scariest experience I ever had. That'll be. I already talked about paranormal experiences, but I'm going to bring it up again in season 5. So that is it. So make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later.